Hello, everybody, and welcome to a tropical update here in Atlantic. This is the wide view off of Go 16 here. Only game in town at this point in time seems to be Hurricane Laura, which is threatening the Louisiana Texas coastline here. Off to the far right, the bottom right of your screen, there you see what appears to be a tropical wave coming off Africa here. So it's going to be interesting to see if the National Hurricane Center decides to designate this as an invest or an area of interest to watch here over the next coming days. But other than that, Laura is the main game in town. Let's go ahead and quickly go to it right now. This is Hurricane Laura as of Mesoscope imagery off of Go 16 here. You can see the storm's been organizing pretty rapidly here. It's been undergoing, to my understanding, it's been undergoing rapid intensification here. This storm, and you can see how it's just been currently organizing. Here's water vapor imagery of the storm right here, and you can see the same story being told. The storm intensifying a decent pace here, on satellite imagery and in according to reconnaissance planes. I apologize for the lagginess of that imagery. It does that sometimes when it's trying to load new images here, so I apologize for that. But here's better imagery here off of Cyclonic Wicks off of Alex Borham. And I can see this is rainbow infrared imagery, and you can see what I was alluding to earlier, really well-defined hurricane. You can see there appears to have been a really nice burst of convection that fired off to the south of that storm that kind of rotated around itself and around the eye, and was able to better organize the system there by the looks of it here. And so now we have a strong Category 1 hurricane here, and as you can see, it's this latest update. Let me scroll this down a little bit, and you can see as of Tuesday, August 25th, 2020. 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, advisory 25. Hurricane Laura would be currently located at 25.2 degrees north, 89.5 degrees west, with maximum sustained 1-minute winds at 90 miles per hour, winds to the west-northwest at 17 miles per hour here. And also it has a minimum pressure of 987 millibars, I believe. Let me go ahead and actually fact check this for you guys to make sure that I'm not putting any false info here. Oh, 978. 978, I mean, actually. 978 is the minimum central pressure estimated by reconnaissance aircraft that went into the storm and is still investigating the storm right now. You can see here's key messages for Hurricane Laura right now. And you can stop the video right now and read that if you want to. And then here's in Spanish if you want to stop the video right now as well and read that if you want to. Now let's talk about timing for tropical storm force winds here, the arrival of tropical storm force winds. This is the earliest reasonable time. You can see tropical storm force winds being felt on the coastline. You can see the earliest reasonable time is around 2 p.m. Wednesday. 2 p.m. Wednesday along the coastline there. So it looks like you have a little bit more time to finish our preparations here. So you have probably till late morning to early afternoon till about from probably earlier late morning to about early lunchtime to complete your hurricane preparations and decide ultimately where you're going to go for the storm. And here's most likely chance of tropical storm force winds. Most likely is about 7 p.m. give or take for tropical storm force winds most likely. But however, the earliest reasonable time to see it is about 2 p.m. On Wednesday by the looks of it there. So please note that as you're completing or if you're trying to do your hurricane preparations in advance for this hurricane. Also, here is the list of mandatory evacuation orders as of 9 p.m. on August 25th. You can see mandatory evacuations are in effect for the following areas: Bolivar Peninsula, Texas, the city of Galveston, Texas, Hardin County, Texas, Jasper County, Texas, Jefferson County, Texas, Newton County, Texas, Orange County, Texas, and the city of Port Arthur, Texas. And those are mandatory evacuations in effect for those areas as of 9 p.m. 25th today. Voluntary evacuations are in effect for the city of Baytown, Texas for zip code specific 77520 and 77523 for vulnerable populations in low-lying areas. And voluntary evacuations again also in effect for Brazoria County, Texas, Chambers County, Texas, Harris County, Texas, and zones A and B. The city of Jamaica Beach, Texas, Liberty County, Texas, the city of Nassau Bay, Texas, the city of Seabrook, Texas, and the city of Tiki Island, Texas. And here's reception centers for evacuees right here. Get some this crucial information right here at your fingertips. And you can stop the video right now and read all this good information right here. This is off of Texas government here. And you can see all this good life-saving information given to you by official government here. can see Texas Hurricane Center, and the link is on the top left of your screen right there. If you want to copy and paste that, I'll try to post that in the description here, so you guys could get readily available access to this site here and get the latest information on evacuations for any part of Texas here as Laura gets closer and closer to the coast with time. Now, in terms of getting localized forecasts for this hurricane here, say you live, like I said, like you saw, I mean, when I was at the Houston Galveston area. Say you live in the Houston Galveston area, click this part of the map right here. Takes you straight to the Houston Galveston National Weather Service forecast office there, and it gives you crucial information you need to know to protect your life and property. And you can see right here, it gives you life-saving information right here. You can stop the video right now and read that. Then Spanish, and it gives you just all good information right there. And there's below here is all the warnings and wattage currently in effect for this area. So say you live in Beaumont, Texas, click Beaumont, and it'll give you a 5-day graphical forecast right here, and then below that a 7-day text forecast below that. And then with this map below here, you could go around and click on other areas of Texas, like say, like you could click Port Arthur, Texas. Click there for a better look at your area if you live more so there. You could also put in up here. You could put in your zip code or your city name to get a better, more accurate forecast, more exact forecast. I mean, for your area. Then you also have an hourly weather forecast as well, so you can plan your day out hour by hour, your preparations out. From the National Weather Service here. This is the National Weather Service here, and those are the latest there. Let's go ahead and look at recon data for Hurricane Laura here, and let's see if it's actually going to load this time. It may not load this time because I know this website has been getting a lot of traffic recently, so the website servers may be down at points during the night here due to this excessive traffic that the site is seeing. So yeah, it appears that the website may be either running really slow right now or it's down. So I'm going to go ahead and skip over now to a typhoon in the Western Pacific right now. This is Typhoon Bavi currently going on in the Western Pacific here. You can see this visible imagery off of Himawari 8 provided by Cyclonic Wix of Alex Borham of Cyclonic Wix. And again, really appreciate you for making this available to the public here. Here's infrared imagery of Typhoon Bavi. I'm going to load here in a second. While it's trying to load here, I'm going to look at the forecast cone and you can see the latest forecast cone given to us by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. They have the storm at 100 knots, at about 115 miles per hour, making this a Category 3 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. And it's forecast to threaten the Koreas here as it makes landfall. Looks like either on China or in North Korea there is a weakening typhoon. So a major threat for the Koreas and China here with time as it moves on up north over there, threatening you guys up there. So just be aware of that. I just wanted to quickly, the server went out, it looks like, again, for that one. But here's reconnaissance data right here. Again, this site has been seeing a lot of traffic here, so some of the stuff's not going to load, but this is just the latest data here from the reconnaissance plane. You can see all the data right there, and I believe the highest SFMR that I've seen so far as of recording this was 77 knots, which is about, I believe, 87 or 88 miles per hour. So justifiable for the National Hurricane Center and raising the not the peak intensity, but the intensity of the hurricane right now to 90 miles per hour is fair to do. And I'm just trying to look to see if I'm forgetting anything here. I don't think I am. Just making sure. No, I don't believe I am. So remember, everybody, to listen to your local officials here if you have to prepare for this hurricane. It looks like according to this new National Hurricane Center graphics that came out, you have a little bit more time to prepare for this. So now we're looking, instead of early morning for tropical storm force winds to be starting to be felt at the earliest reasonable time, we're now looking at like it's going to be late morning or early afternoon around lunchtime when tropical storm force winds are going to be felt along the coastline here, and that's when it's going to start to be unsafe to be out and about, continuing to prepare or decide to leave or evacuate. It's going to be too dangerous to be out and about after that point. Conditions are going to start to go downhill. Still, in terms of track and intensity wise, intensity is still really uncertain and track is still really uncertain. this storm could still make landfall in southwest Louisiana, but also just as easily make landfall in southeast Texas here. So both southwestern Louisiana and southeastern Texas need to be watching this hurricane closely here, especially areas like Port Arthur, Beaumont, Lake Charles need to be watching this hurricane closely with time here. And again, if you're under a mandatory evacuation, please leave the area ASAP before these tropical storm force winds start, and then they start closing bridges and roads in advance for this storm. If they start to do that, we don't want to be stuck in where you are when they start doing that sort of stuff. So be safe. Listen to your local officials, like the National Hurricane Center. Here's the National Hurricane Center right here. To get to the National Hurricane Center, just type up nhc.noaa.gov, just NHC, and you'll see this screen right in front of you, giving you the latest information from the official agency for this base in the Atlantic here from the National Hurricane Center. And then for localized forecasts throughout the nation here, click on get onto the National Weather Service, just type up weather.gov or just nws.gov or just NWS, and it'll probably be the first result on whatever search browser or search engine you're using to get the latest information. And then, of course, for evacuation info, go to the Texas Hurricane Center so you can get the latest information. I'm not too aware on what Louisiana is for now. I can't seem to find a site to go over the evacuations for there, but I'm assuming there's also mandatory evacuations in effect for Louisiana as well. So please also take them seriously. So again, National Weather Service, National Hurricane Center, and also must stress I'm not an official meteorologist by any means. It's just a hobby of mine, so take my opinions as you will here. And I'm giving you the link to official sources here to get official data from your local officials here, and you want to listen to them over the next coming hours here. So in summary, please listen to your local officials for the next coming hours here. If they tell you to evacuate, you evacuate. No questions asked. And just really stay safe, everybody. Make sure you're prepared for this already. It's gonna be it looks like right now still it's gonna make landfall during the night here, so it's gonna be a scary night for a lot of people, I'm sure, wherever the storm decides to make landfall here. And as long as you listen to your local officials and you prepared well in advance for this storm, you had many days to prepare for this, and now it's starting to knock on your doorstep here. You'll be fine, I'm sure. So hope everybody has a great day night. Because I stay safe, of course. I'll have the links to all the sources that I use. And there's a video in the description here. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, leave them down to the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. So hope everybody has a great day or night, and stay safe. And wish everybody the best here.